welcome back to my channel. Yes. My apologies for being a bit late. Give me a moment. Yeah, my apologies, I'm a little bit late, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna turn on this game first, so I'll fix the scoreboard in a moment. La Liga, here we go. Rayo Vallecano. Game is taking a while to load. There we go. It was taking a little while. I was ready there for a moment. I was like, is this not gonna load? But it loaded just fine. Score is 0-0. And teams are wrong. Let me fix that first. Home team is Rayo Vallecano, I think. It's Rayo home? Yeah, it's Rayo playing home. Cool. Yeah, that works. Done. Big up to him. Big up to Adam as well. Give me a moment. I am fixing the scoreboard right now. There we go. That's good enough. And then have Atletico. There we go. Beautiful. And Atletico. Let's turn on that timer and then we're off. Yeah, my apologies for being late. Big up everyone. Chat is not showing either. Yeah, I'm late, my apologies. Still 0-0 though, so I didn't miss anything. I did not miss anything of importance. Big up. Stankovic planted the flag. If you don't know, Bruges derbies. The winner plants the flag on the middle of the pitch. And if it's a draw, I guess nobody does. But if any team wins, you plant the flag on the middle of the pitch. Atletico is playing in a blue away kit. There you go, we are off. Have they been playing, in their third kit? They've been playing in this kit all season. I've never seen this kit until now. I've not watched a lot of La Liga this season. Usually I watch a lot more La Liga. La Liga has not been that good this season. I mean, during the treble season, I watched more La Liga than I watched Premier League. Of course, I watched every Man City game. But other than that, I didn't watch Premier League at all. But like, I was watching a bunch of La Liga games then. Nottingham Forest got Vitor Pereira. Did they now? What's Nottingham Forest at right now in the table? Are they, I think they're 1 spot above relegation, or 2 spots? Yeah, 1 spot, they're 17th. Vitor Pereira. That guy's been everywhere, hasn't he? Pereira. He's been to the Chinese League. He won the Chinese League, if I'm not mistaken. Remember Oscar from Brazil, who played at Chelsea? Remember him? He was the coach of Oscar's team when they won the Chinese League. 2 times Portuguese champion with Porto. It's been all over the place. Wolves are winning against Grimsby Town. Man United could never. He also went to Al Shabab I believe he went to Brazil for a while, didn't he? He's been at Fenerbahce. That man's been all over the world. I believe he was in Brazil for a while too. Atletico in their third kit. Blew away kit last week. Yeah, I haven't watched Atletico a lot, so I didn't know they had this third kit. Looks nice. It's okay. It's nothing special. At this point, just broadcasting top 3 and no one else, because outside of Spain and world football, no one cares about. No one cares outside of the 3 giants, especially. Is Atletico the third giant? Because I would argue that Bilbao is a bigger club than Atletico. Bilbao needs to stop doing this with only accepting local players thing. If Bilbao has money. If they wanted to be a serious club competing with Barcelona and Real Madrid, they could just stop fucking around with that stupid rule, and they could actually become a competing club. Oscar at Sao Paulo. Yeah, the guy who went to Chelsea. He was a baller, man. He was a proper baller. Then he fucked off. Antwerp are losing. Antwerp in it. Fucking grab those slots. They're playing Westerlo at home and they're losing, bruv. Absolutely washed. Maybe bet this. What do you mean, maybe bet this? Where's the ball now? It's outfield throw, and I wasn't paying attention for a second. Oblak is taking plenty of chances there with getting pressed so high up the pitch. If I'm Oblak, I'm passing this ball around a bit faster, you know? Because not only Anthony, and they're actually trying to compete. Maybe they're gonna compete, you mean? Don't think they are, if I'm being honest. I just saw that you sent me a link, by the way. What did you send me? Oh, this is the game. This is the game of Flamengo. Yeah, I'll be checking that out later. Thanks for the link. Thank you for the link, Adam. Ball with the Rayo goal, the late goalkeeper, I mean. Now, Atletico Madrid going up the pitch. At least I'm watching. Because everyone else, the rest of the league, the rest of 16 teams, of course, our Liga wants to grow, unlike the Belgian league, who wants to do, you know, the blackouts on certain teams. Now, the Belgian league can't grow. The Belgian league does not have the audience to grow the way that, like, La Liga does. It just doesn't have the audience, the tension on it. It's easy enough to grow when you've got a population of 40 million, or whatever Spain has, a lot of money in the league, and the 2 biggest clubs in world football. Arguably, you could say Bayern bigger than Barca, you could say that. But arguably. So far, the only good chance in the first 11 minutes so far was the ball that an Atletico, Rayo player, sorry, almost put in his own net. Would have been an impressive own goal. Fair. Rayo Vallecano have some good players, by the way. I do like Lejeune. I think he's a very good defender. Mendy, not so much fan of. Valentin Palazon. De Frutos. I think De Frutos is very solid. That's you. Also gets a lot of slack, undeservedly so, I think. I think he's a very solid player. Ball on the right for Rayo, cutting inside, Takumach. Fouled. Free kick. On the global scale, maybe they'll all should go follow it if no one wants to watch these games. After the top 5 popular teams, especially falling giants like Valencia, the bets, and Sevilla, the picks. Yeah, I mean, Valencia is just nowhere near, are they? I think Valencia is fighting relegation right now. I'm not sure quite where they are in the league. Yeah, 17th. They are 17th in the league right now. The Valencia derby against Levante. At the 18th, actually. If this game ends in a draw, at 18th. So they've got to win the game. Ball shot into Oblak. Got it in his hands. And both teams are into relegation. Yeah. I think Levante will get relegated. I think Valencia. I'm not sure. Because you'd think Valencia would survive relegation, just on pure name, but Elche are doing fine. I don't see Mallorca getting relegated. Does Rayo get relegated? I'm not sure either. Tough to say. Big up to Strasbourg Steve, how are you? Big up. Yeah, I'm not quite sure about La Liga, who's getting relegated. I think Levante gets relegated for sure. Check out Big Strasbourg. I was gonna say Big Steve. Check out Strasbourg Steve's channel, of course, if somehow some of you aren't subscribed to him. He got his channel back recently. I'm not quite sure what the details were, but he didn't have his channel for a while. Because YouTube frauds in it. Free kick by Vallecano into the stands. Beautiful kick that is. Joke. They host Villarreal next back-to-back derbies at home on Wednesday. Man City doesn't play midweek. That's why it's so important to avoid those Champions League midweek fixtures. Because now we get to rest all week. And Erling Haaland comes back. Erling Haaland has rested a whole week. More than a week. So he's comfy to play. He'll be playing against Newcastle. I think Haaland and Marmoush will score against Newcastle. I see us winning that 3-0, I can't lie. I don't even want to be arrogant. But I genuinely think we can beat Newcastle 3-0 at home. Arsenal play later today in the FA Cup as well. FA Cup. Stoke City has 1-1 with Fulham. Arsenal playing Wigan in an hour. Leeds needed penalties to beat Birmingham. That's embarrassing. Wolves beat Grimsby 1-0. Stoke drawing with Fulham, bruv. That's also embarrassing. And Arsenal play Wigan. Excuse me. Sunderland is only 1-0 up against Oxford. A lot of board scores. Like, go through this, yeah? Chelsea battered Hull, but other than that, Wrexham 1-0 against Ipswich, West Ham 1-0 against Burton, Burnley lose to Mansfield, Man City only 2-0 against Salford, Leeds draw with Birmingham, win on penalties, Wolves only 1-0 over Grimsby, Stoke 1-1 with Fulham. These results are not great, are they? Leeds United won on penalties. Indeed they did. Big up. Go check out Strasbourg Steve's channel. Newcastle fan and you'll never guess. A Strasbourg fan. You'll never guess by the channel name. But he's also a Newcastle fan. And Newcastle not quite doing what they're meant to be doing right now. Kind of like us last season, I suppose. And now, ball with, what's this goalkeeper's name? I don't know his name, actually. Batalla is his name. Mendy. Mendy again. Slow game so far, I can't lie. You had that one good chance at the start of the game, but like, other than that, it's nothing really been happening this game. Like, I should say nothing at all has happened in this game other than that early chance. Good flick by Akomach. Now ball into, I believe, the Frutos. On the right, crossed in poorly. Gachu gets onto it, loses it again. Atletico just play the ball up the pitch, but no one's gonna get to that one. Adam, you got it, bro. Adam, you know. Adam, you know the way, bro. Hello, Big Prosa. Going back to Italy. Thoughts? I thought you were going to Italy. Okay. Thoughts on Inter 3-2 Juventus? 2 games did you watch? Well, I expected Inter to win. They're gonna win the title. I don't see Inter giving that away now. I think they're 8 points cleared, or 5 points cleared. Yeah, they're 8 points cleared of AC Milan. Napoli is 12 points. Oh, they do have a game in hand. Yeah. So if Napoli wins, they go to 52, so they're 9 points behind. I don't think they play Inter anymore. Yeah, 8 points cleared, but there's a game in hand. Do Napoli still play Inter? No. So Inter would have to really give it away. Napoli plays Roma in that derby rivalry that they have been building up again. I won't call it much of a rivalry, to be honest. I don't see Roma as much of a big club. I know they won like the title of 2 decades ago. Because they had a fucking goated striker, but they're not a consistently winning club, are they? Ball on the left again. Gonzalez gets it into Baena. Over the bar. Roma won the first edition of the Conference League. I think it was the second edition. They did win the Conference League. West Ham won it. It's been Roma, West Ham, Olympiacos, and Chelsea. So yeah, Roma did win the first edition, yeah. Andy? Yeah, Chelsea 25. Yeah, Chelsea 2025, so 2021 is title that Roma won. Conference League has lost a lot of value, in my opinion, with the addition of the new formats. Like you just have the best Europa League teams are now in the Champions. Like the best Europa League teams are now in the Champions League. And Champions League teams are no longer dropping down into the Europa League. Which means the quality of the Europa League has taken a nosedive. And to replace that quality, they've taken all the best from the Conference League. So the Conference League is absolute gross quality now. If Club Brugge was in the current version of the Conference League, Club Brugge wins it, I can't lie. Very true. Of course it's very true. Like, how many teams went to the Champions League? It increased by 4. The format increased by 4. So, the 4 best Conference League went to the Europa League to replace Champions League. The 4 best Conference League teams after that went to the Europa League to replace the Europa League, or to add extra Europa League to increase that to 36. Because I do believe the Europa League is 36, right? It is 36 teams, right? Yes. So the best 8 teams of the conference have been removed outright. The 8 best teams removed outright. Yeah? And those 8 teams have been replaced by much worse teams, and then there's 4 extra teams coming in who are even worse. So the best 8 have gone out, and 12 very weak teams have come in to replace them. And then you're also missing the drop down. The 8 teams who drop down from the previous format no longer drop down. So it's just so much worse. It's so much worse, bro. I can't lie. Like, I think they've kind of ruined the Conference League by doing that. I wish that they just made the Conference League for the lower leagues. Like, you know how the top 5 leagues are always gonna win the Champions League? I wish they just made the Conference League be like for all the leagues except the top 5. And send the best teams from the lower leagues there, but like, imagine how entertaining the Conference League would be with Ajax, PSV, Club Brugge, Anderlecht, Slavia Praha, Steaua Bucharest, Porto, Benfica. Like, imagine how baller that would be. That would be baller, bro. Paul had it away. Copenhagen as well. Bodo Glimt. That would be a baller competition, I can't lie. They did not qualify to the top 6, so they have to go through playoffs. Rayo even them they finished above Crystal Palace. Did they? Atletico, Madrid in this game so far haven't moved as fast as they did on Thursday. Well, it's a bit difficult to move fast when the opposition team doesn't give you all the space in the world. I like what I see from Atletico Madrid because it's not good and I want them to be shit against us. Crystal Palace are washed up now. Yeah, I agree. But I do think Palace will win that Conference League, so at least I think they're favorites to win it. It's their first year in Europe, though, so that always weighs against you, because Europe is just different. It is. European competitions are different, and you see a lot of people who just don't get it, but especially from smaller teams, fans who don't get it, that European competition is just different. So, like, you get Aston Villa fans excited to go to Europe, and you're like, don't understand, bro. Your first year is not going to go very well. Man City won the Premier League, and they were awful in Europe in 2000. I mean, to be fair, Man City had been in Europe quite a bit already, but it's still awful. Awful still. They have to be favored. If they don't win it, I will be laughing. Rayo, ball goes wide. I believe Palacios headed it. But I will be surprised if it's Rayo. Imagine Rayo gets relegated and wins the Conference League. Playing Europa League from 2nd Division, ole. I don't think Rayo will win it because they are fighting relegation. Aston Villa beat Betis in a preseason friendly a while ago. But it's a friendly, isn't it? Like, I don't really care about friendlies like that. Like, remember Man City beat Bayern München in a friendly? Like, it's a possibility these two teams could meet in semi-finals, as it stands in the with the bracket or the final of Europa League. Terrible passing again. You all need to learn how to pass, bro. Like, what do you guys do on a training pitch all day? Good ball to the left, Mendy, terrible touch. Pressured, has to go back to the goalkeeper. Betis said they're gonna go for the trophy. Rayo is in here, suddenly Rayo could have scored. Oh. Oblak pushes the ball just enough away from the center to stop our tapping. If he pushed that ball towards the middle, that would have been effy times, bro. Corner now. To Rayo. City would spang. We would fucking hammer this slot, bro. That shit. I can't lie. We'd put 3 past them. Let's hope this is how they play against Bruges, bro. We will be there. Club Brugge 1. Atletico Madrid 0 over 2 legs. We will be there. Oh, that would be so delicious. Feed me that scoreline, bro. Yes, scoreline. I beg. Shot from distance is blocked by Atleti. Ball forward sent to nowhere. Poor flick on sport skill. Not quite it this first half, I can't lie. There's been moments, of course. There are always moments with La Liga games, but overall it's been pretty shit. Betis, they could get Forest in the round of 16, and Villa could get Celta Vigo. Yeah, Villa will spank Celta Vigo if they get them. Betis against Forest would be a good game. Forest did get Vitor Pereira, their manager now as well, so it would definitely be exciting. But interesting, should I say. Maybe not exciting, but interesting. Good ball down the right. And, oh, just shoot, mate. Just shoot the Frutos. What are you doing? Man. You're not going on a jog, bro. Just shoot. Man was jogging. Bro was jogging. This is why La Liga teams they don't want to shoot in the final third. Now, La Liga strikers just can't finish. This is why La Liga is nowhere near, bro. Like, people are like technical ability. First of all, the technical ability is not as good as people think it is. Like, it's easy to look like you've got very good technical ability if you just... If you're playing against, let's be honest, weaker defenses, weaker defensive systems, it's easy to look like you have a lot of technical ability. But if you look at some Premier League players, shots from distance, straight at the goalkeeper. The example I keep using is Madueke. Madueke against... Can't remember. Who did they play? Sunderland. Madueke against Sunderland. He kept trying. Like, there was a moment in the game where he tried to go around the defender 5 times, tried to turn in, out, again. Couldn't get past him. He could not get past him. Tricks this, that. I'm gonna go on my left, on my... Could not get past him. And then you look here at... players in La Liga. They do that. They get past their defender. Because the defenders are not as good. You do that against Madrid, you're not getting past them. But you do that against Rayo, you get past your man. So people think, they don't actually understand, but they think, because of this, the technique in La Liga is better. But no, the technique is not better. The technique is worse. The players are getting past defenders with less technique because the defenders are worse. Like, the general quality of the entire teams are worse, but people just don't get that. Is it better to watch? By a country mile. By a country mile is La Liga better to watch. That's not even an argument. But if you mean, like, will a La Liga team beat a Premier League team? Most won't. Like, right now, I think Aston Villa beats anyone in La Liga. I think Aston Villa beats Barcelona, and I think Barcelona is going to win the league title. I don't think they I think if Barcelona was in the Premier League, I don't think they would finish above Aston Villa. I'm being real here. Just not. These La Liga teams are just not as good as people seem to have this idea. And a lot of it is the League Gunner mentality, to be fair. No disrespect to League Gunner. But a lot of people just say eye test, but they don't mean anything by it. Like, it's just eye test and it's my opinion. Like, when people say eye test to me, it's just he said, she said. You know, like that. Like, well, he said this, he said that. Okay. Good on you. Parma late last minute winner. 2-1. Hey, big up Parma. Who did they play? Hellas Verona. Well, what is Lecce doing? They play today, right? Tomorrow against Cagliari. Lecce is equal on points with Fiorentina. They're beneath them on goal difference. So if they win against Cagliari, they go above Fiorentina. They escape relegation. Lecce can do it. Pick up the Lecce. And you wanna know what's funny? A lot of Juventus fans are now PSG fans as well after that Champions League final. Guess what they lost on Friday? And now Lens is back on top of the league. So another L for them. Hey, look at that. League. Imagine playing in one of the shittiest leagues in the world and you can't fucking win it. Lens winning Liga. We used to pray for times like these. Oh, there you go. That's the opener. There you go. Rayo Vallecano has scored against this shitty ass Atletico Madrid team. We can do something against this Atletico, man. Oh. You know what? I was arguing with my brother that I would rather get Juventus over Atletico. But bro, I think he might have been onto something. This Atleti team is shit. I thought they buy Lookman. They're gonna bam anyone they play. Nah, bro. Lookman is such a fugazi. One good game and they're fucking washed. Nah, bro. Nah. This Atleti team is not it, bro. Look at this shit. Rough. Well, who scored? Is it the Frutos? It's either Paris or the Frutos who scored. Great cross, by the way, by Rayo. Yeah, Paris scored. So shameless. Goal de Rayo Vallecano. Golasso. I don't have the energy of Brazilian commentators to just go forever. Ball won back by Rayo. It's out for a throw-in. Just like Leeds, you should be more scared of them than Barcelona. Not sure about that one. I think I feared Barca more than Leeds United. No offense to Leeds fans, but Barca is 1-0 to Rayo. Juve entered rivalry so strong they would root for the rivals even in the Champions League as well and hope win the league. I mean, I always want to see my rivals lose, I suppose. Whenever Man United play a game, I hope United lose. When Liverpool used to play a game in the Premier League, when we used to be competing, I hoped Liverpool would lose. Now I hope Arsenal will lose because they are our title rivals this season. Atletico scuffed action here in the box, and Rayo could go on a counter now, actually. Rayo just thrusting forwards down the middle here. Ball on the right with Akumac. Terrible cross. And Paris Saint-Germain basically got beef, but basically almost everyone as well right now, and they're not even first in their own league anymore. The real question will be if Lyon can see it through. If Lyon can actually finish League 1 first. That's the real question, I suppose. Oh, ball given out. Oh. Hold that! Atletico Madrid, big up win. Big up. Let's hope that this game ends 1-0. We will be there. We need Atletico Madrid to pour every bit of energy into this game. I want them to throw their lives into this game. The banter will be strong from Barca. I don't think Barca fans can speak all too much right now. They had to hold a 4-0 semi-final. Akumac going forward. Sorry, it's Palazon. Palazon looks for the Frutos, won't get there. I'm an Atleti. It's an Atletico thing. Very inconsistent. It's really common for them. It has been recently. Hey, get the back watch out, bro. Let's smoke some Atleti fucking twats, bro. We will be there. We smoked them lot. Ball on the right, again, crossed in, Palazon! Oh, what a save, but it's been tapped in by the Frutos. There you go. 2-0 to Rayo Vallecano. Ay, easy Palazon with the shot. A very great shot, by the way. It's a wonderful save, to be fair, by Oblak. But the Frutos is there to tap it in. There you go, 2-0. I'm chasing the score right now. Give me a... There you go. 2-0. Hey, this might be the most successful hate watch of the season. Easy Palazon, straight at Oblak. But very hard. And actually, it is not the Frutos who scored. I thought it was. It's Lejeune. It's Lejeune who's all the way up to your position half who gets the goal. Somehow it counts as an easy Palazon goal. Why does it count as his goal? What? Palazon's shot was saved. What? It's been given as... a Palazon goal. That must be a mistake. Yeah, Valentin scored it, not Lejeune. I thought it was Lejeune. I thought it was Frutos. Then I thought it was Valentin. They gave it to Issy Palazon here, but apparently it's Valentin. A goal is a goal, whether it's from open play or not, right? I mean, yeah, a goal is a goal. And Atleti trailed 2. I don't think I've seen Atleti come back from 2 goals in a very long time. So you can consider this game as good as done. Atletico Madrid have been woeful. They had one good chance. Congratulations, you got one good chance all game. if you enjoy watching Atletico Madrid lose, like and subscribe. Because you will see Atletico Madrid lose again midweek. Big up to Club Brugge. Look at the lineup for Arsenal. Arsenal playing in 30 minutes against Wigan Athletic. Kepa in goal for Arsenal. Calafiori, Mosquera, Saliba, and Ben White back four. Back four. Lewis Kelly, Norgard, and Eze in midfield. Martinelli, Jesus, and Madueke as well. I don't care about Wigan's starting lineup. I probably don't know a single one of their players. More open than what's in your opinion? Open-minded. I think I'm open-minded. But I think open play goals are probably I think open play goals are the most sustainable. Like, it's a good thing to be able to score from it's a good thing to be able to score, yeah, from free kicks and stuff, but the most reliable is always going to be open play. Imagine Mikel Arteta lost to Wigan. That won't happen, I think. I'd be very surprised if Arsenal lost to Wigan. Atletico defense open in your mind. It's just Atletico cannot go. It's not that their defense is open, but they can't go forwards. They just lack the ability to move upward. And when you can't move upward, even if you defend very well, if you can't relieve the pressure on your back four, at some point you will crumble. At some point you will make a mistake. And Rayo has just done their job. They've kept a stable defense. They have not focused on stopping counters. They've only focused on slowing them down. Because Atletico is so slow going forwards. As long as you slow them down, they're not getting near your goal. And then you can win back the ball, go up the pitch, and keep that pressure on their back four. Keep that pressure on that Atletico Madrid back four. Eventually they concede, bro. You're gonna make a mistake when you keep being pushed. No matter how good you are as a defender, at some point you break when you keep being pushed. Atletico needs to relieve that pressure, but they can't. It's not like they don't have the players, it's just the manager in my opinion. I think Simeone is washed, I can't lie. I think this guy is proper washed, bro. Atletico are yet to get a goal in the month of February in La Liga. It's all well and good to batter Barcelona 4-0. It's all well and good to batter Barcelona 4-0, but then what do you do in the game after that? What do you do after you batter Atletico? After you batter Barcelona? Now you play against a team who's gonna sit deep a bit. It's not gonna give you that high line to counter. Just can't get anywhere. Adomala Lookman called Real Madrid the biggest club in the world. I mean, that's correct. I'm not sure who else you would call the biggest club in the world if not Real Madrid. Rangers are playing today. Speaking of Scottish League, where is Hearts? 3 points cleared, all the same. No, 3 points isn't that great, let's be honest. Celtic in the playoffs could very well come back there. Because you do have those playoffs, don't you? Not sure what they're called. I think it's just playoffs, but that's not the best. How are these frauds 2-0 down? After beating Barca? They can't handle a team that defends. Like, if you defend, they're gonna try to break you down. They can't. You put pressure on their back foot. Eventually, they make a mistake. It's that simple. It's that simple, if you ask me. No high line, no party, it seems. No. No party in multiple ways. You are battering these lots, I agree. If they play like this in the Champions League, we're battering them. Watch them turn up as a completely different team in the Champions League. I would not be surprised, but if they play like this in the Champions League, they're getting battered. Rotterdam against Nick Nijmegen is suspended. It's probably snowing, isn't it? I think it's snowing in Rotterdam, so it's suspended for that. Is that why? Is it that bad? For the snow, yeah. I mean, it's snowing badly out here as well. So, speaking of snowing, let me check my fish tank really quick. Because I need to make sure that my fish tank doesn't get too cold. I know what's causing this. Filter. Out wide. Can't let this tank get too cold. My clock is still. I apologize. Let me fix it. I can't let my tank get too cold because my fish will die. If it. Because it's not warm water fish, but like the water has to be like lukewarm. So I can't let it get too cold. But my filter, and I have no idea why, my filter, my oxygen comes through my filters. The oxygen coming out of my filter is cold. So the cold oxygen cools down my fish. It cools down my fish tank, which is bad because my fish will die if it's too cold. I need to find a solution to that. Let me pause this timer. There we go. Your clock is still on, and yeah, I fixed it. We'll see the. I can't get it out. There you go. No more handprints. No more evidence that I was hit. Michael, great again. Big up, Michael. Michael rating me twice in a day. Big up, brother. I need to return favor sometime. But you're going live again today. I'm gonna set up rates to you if you're going live again today. Let's see. You're not going live again today. I'm gonna return the favor another time, but big up Michael. Thank you for the double rate. I sent you a post on X. I'll check that out in a minute. And I'll check that out now. Why not? It's half time. But yeah, Atletico have been battered, bro. I don't know if you can share your screen for the viewers. Sure I can. Let me see here. This is the old setup. Screen. There you go. Let's see what this is. Washed, bro. Washed. If you don't know, the A in Spanish is pronounced as H, so that's ha ha ha. La historia de tu equipo resumida. Solo espero que no le vayas a dar el culo a la Barcelona en la vuelta. Miserable, pechos fríos. Simeone out. Ha ha ha. Que perde. Can I speak? Ha ha ha. Que perderos son. Hey, they're taking the piss. You don't need to speak Spanish to know what they're saying. Yeah, you don't need to speak Spanish to know what they're saying here. Try to the best, guys. Try to the best. Sad days, isn't it? I accidentally opened my camera app. Now that's gonna take 5 seconds to load and turn it off again. Off you go. Goal Antwerp. What is that? 1-1? Yeah, 1-1 against Westerlo. They'll scam or win. I think they'll scam or win in that game. With only 3 points off top. That's the important part. How many goals is Romeo over the month scored? 7. 7 league goals in well, 20 games, but like 1,000 minutes, because a lot of those games have been off the bench. One goal every 143 minutes. Not as good as the rate he was going at before, but oh well. He's had 3 goalless games now, hasn't he? Against Zulte. I mean, he came on for 2 minutes against Union, which is so scuffed. Because you look through his games here of Romeo. So he started the first 4 games of the season. One of them is he started the first 3 games of the season. He didn't get a goal. Fair. Then he was on the bench. Then he came back from injury, off the bench, no goal. Then he came off the bench again. Then he played as a attacking midfielder for 2 games. One of them off the bench again. Then he finally played a full 90 as a striker. He scored. Then his next full 90 as a striker was again, off the bench, was against Standard, 2 goals. Then he started starting, scored 3 games in a row. And the moment he doesn't score against Zulte, he's back on the bench. Meanwhile, Tresoldi, he can do what he likes. Doesn't matter if he doesn't score in 5 games. Just start him again. It's very clear that it's a bit of favoritism, isn't it? I mean, Tresoldi has played way more minutes. And more games, and he's got 1 goal more. Tresoldi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games without a goal. He keeps starting. Romeo, 1 game without a goal on the bench. It's so fucking scuffed. I don't get it. I don't get why these managers just spin these plates off. It's like, What's a good comparison? I'm trying to make a comparison here to a Premier League team. You know how Brentford kept Igor Thiago on the bench for a long time? It's kind of like that. If this continues, though, for the Atletico Madrid, I think they're gonna be in for a long, long time. I wondered what I wondered what the Saint has to say about this performance. Name again? Yeah, Saint Geeks. I wondered what he has to say about this game from Atletico. We'll be checking it out. Wondered what he thinks about it, because man, this is scuffed. Where do Atleticos rank on the power rankings? Let me check that out. Power rankings. Opta. Opta power rankings are not a perfect metric, and Opta power rankings should not be looked upon before the season is done. This is purely entertainment purposes. Atletico rank 18th. Okay, 18th. They're in the top 20. By the way, if you were to make a 20-team league based on the Opta Power rankings, the teams would be Arsenal, Manchester City, Bayern München, Aston Villa, Liverpool, Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona, Internazionale, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Newcastle United, Brentford, AFC Bournemouth, surprisingly, Brighton and Hove Albion, Sporting CP, AC Milan, Atletico de Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, and Tottenham Hotspur. Very interesting. Where is Bruges? Bruges ranks 40th. Above Bruges in 35th is Union Saint-Gilloise, which is why you shouldn't use these power rankings before the season is done. What are the Man City women doing? Man City women are 8 points cleared in the league, with 6 games to play. 12 points to pick up, so they only need 6 more points. 2 wins in 6 games means Man City women win the league title. Yo. I need to be watching Man City women then. They play Aston Villa, who's down in the league. And they play Tottenham next, who I believe is mid-table. They're 5th. Then they play Man United. Then Brighton, Liverpool, and West Ham. So, okay. Not the easiest fixtures, for sure. But get a draw against Man United. Win and draw 1 game of your next 5. That's a league title won. They haven't scored a goal in La Liga since January of 2020. Since the 24th of January. I cannot speak today. Yeah, I mean, that's just embarrassing, isn't it? That's just embarrassing. 25th. 3-0 versus Mallorca. Goal Westerlo, Golasso. Who is Westerlo playing? Westerlo. Antwerp. Yeah. Tough. Just swiped it out of my memory. United Strand short. Day 498 of not cutting my day 498 of not cutting my hair until Man United win 5 games in a row. He did not even say anything, bro. Man just gave up. Man just gave up. Man is so happy. He is so happy that they're not getting that win. This guy will be cheering when Man United lose another game. That this is his livelihood now. That this is his job. Not cutting his hair. United will win 5 games in a row in the championship. Don't worry. They'll go down to the championship and they'll win 5 games in a row. Let me turn this off. Long hair though, yeah? Yeah, but his hair is scuffed. He needs to straighten his hair. 442. It says 442 tunes. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch this right now. I'll watch it later. I'll watch this later. But what I will do is I'll take a quick bathroom break while it's halftime. Breaking news! Man City are interested in Igor Thiago. That is not true. That is not happening, buddy. Igor Thiago is not coming to Man City. Why would he sit on the bench with Erling Haaland when he can go to Real Madrid? Like, blatantly, this guy can go to Real Madrid. I find them terribly unfunny. Humor is subjective, of course, but I find them to be terribly unfunny. The second half has kicked off, so let me set this timer right. I set it early. And there you go. Transfer mark time, see that on. Yeah, that's not happening, buddy. That is not happening. I cannot see a world in which a striker who's just put out an all-timer season, because Igor Thiago is putting out an all-timer season right now. I can't see him going to sit on the bench. Like you know, going to sit on the bench, I can't see that happening. I don't find it difficult to imagine him going to Barcelona or Bayern München. Chelsea, I can imagine. Tottenham, if the big clubs don't come in, but Man United and Arsenal are interested in Alexander Stankovic. He'll go to Inter, I reckon. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I think he'll go to Inter just because they've got that buyback clause, and he would have to reject Inter. If he rejects Inter, great, but is that likely to happen? No. I want him to reject Inter and go sign for the Premier League team because they will pay more. I really hope he rejects Inter. I hope some big team comes in for Stankovic and he just rejects Inter, goes to a big team who pays a lot of cash. I really hope that. Anyhow, I'll quickly go to the bathroom while this game goes. I'll be right back. Always. Hello, my apologies for the delay. Okay, I was just checking if you guys can hear the music, which you shouldn't be able to hear. There's music playing in the background, but you should not be able to hear it. Atletico yellow cards. I have not disappeared. I went to the bathroom. Said it in chat, bro. Getting locked up. Bro, Atletico washed Madrid. Tough days. Yeah, I did not disappear. I just went to the bathroom, bro. Ain't that big of a deal. Viewers are gonna drop when you go to the bathroom. Happens. Substitutes by Rayo. Perez went off for Alvaro. Goal Arsenal. There you go. They're 1-0 up against Wigan Athletic. Man on. Lookman on. Did Lookman come on for Atletico? Let's see if he drops a biblical stinker. They made 5 substitutions already. Nordman, Lookman, Vargas, Alvarez, and Lorente. Absolute halal, bro. Baena, stinker, bro. Baena, overrated player, stinker, and hook. Antwerp is losing 2-0 to Westerlo. Similarly, Atletico Madrid is losing 2-0 to Rayo Vallecano. One moment. There you go. Hey, a tough day for the big teams. It's not every day that a big team wins in the game. Bruges done it though. Bruges done it today. Yeah, a bit scuffed, but Bruges did win. He could have played for the LIGA with Lookman. Noni, but he chose England instead. What's the point of playing for the LIGA? They don't give you as much money. Everything is about money, you know. But why would you play for the LIGA when you can play for England, who has all the money? That's how these footballers look at it. People think, oh, you have no loyalty to footballers. Brothers, they're all in it for the money. Majority of professional footballers do not care. The majority of professional footballers do not care about the clubs and stuff like that. They're in it for the money. A lot of pro footballers don't love the game anymore. I know a lot of people don't get that, but this sport makes you into millionaires. A lot of pro footballers use this as opportunities to network with bigger, better, everything, bigger, better companies and all that stuff. They're not in it. They're not here for the football. Like, it's this delusional belief that they're here because they love football. Some of them, yes. All of them? Most of them? No. Most of them have lost their love for football a long while ago. Some of them never loved football. They just happen to be good at it. Vallecano is of Igbo Niger descent. Is that how you say it, Igbo? He was born in Barnet, Greater London. Barnet, where is that in London? I'm not very familiar with it. I know, like, Whitechapel. I know the city of London, within London, of course. But I'm not quite sure where Barnet is. I know Westminster. Well, Barnet, I'm not sure. Lookman, Wandsworth, London, that part. Thoughts about FC Belgium 4-1 against Fortuna. Hey, you're gonna catch up to PSV. I believe that you can catch up to PSV. I believe in you. But on a real one, that's alright. That is for the Dynasty title in the league. They're like near the bottom, aren't they? So yeah, it's your first convincing win in a while. Still 17 points behind. You're out of the Champions League, well, aren't you? I think you're out of the Champions League, aren't you? Yeah. That's scuffed, I can't lie. Mokio, Gods, Bonida. I'm gonna be honest, I don't rate any of them. Do you want to see them in the national team? I don't rate any of them, to be honest. I've not seen a lot of them. I don't not rate. It's not like I think they're bad, but I've not seen a lot of them. Mokio, I don't particularly rate. Anyway, I don't rate him anyway. I'm interested to see how he progresses. Gots and Bonida, I don't rate either of them, to be honest. Oh, good ball through it by Atletico. Should cross this in third time. Come on, Lorente now into the box. It's cleared. Sure, I like seeing these players in the National League, especially in the Conference League. Nations League. Just played the shit once, but let's see who's good. But overall, I wouldn't take them to the World Cup based on what I've seen. They don't play in those positions anyway. Lookman and Madueke. I mean, Madueke is more of a winger. Lookman is more of a striker for me. Atletico Madrid has been gassed by this Rayo Vallecano team. They've been absolutely steamrolled by this Atletico team. By this Rayo team, sorry. Free kick now by Rayo up the pitch. It's headed into nowhere. It's headed into empty space. High board state by the Rayo player. He's lucky he didn't hit anyone. Lookman, his last name. They thought they were talking to you, that they want to have a look on something realistically. Yeah, look, man. This ain't gonna work. Look, man. This shit ain't gonna work out. Lookman, this is him just waiting if he can get a goal from open play. He's just trying to figure out how washed he is. Like, he's trying to figure out why the Atalanta no longer want me. Cross in by Atleti, it's a poor cross, but second one is even worse. Vallecano can go on a break. But they're too slow. At least Atletico is pressing more now. But they can't break down a deep block, so it doesn't matter that they press up a bit. It doesn't really, does it? Atleti is so washed. Bro, when's the last time Alvarez scored? Let me check this brother out. He was balling out at AFCON for sure. AFCON's level is a bit lower though, isn't it? Alvarez. When's the last time this brother scored? His last goal in the Champions League is on the 9th of December against PSV. Before that, his last goal in La Liga is against Sevilla. 1st of November. He scored against Barca in February. Wrote this guy, so yikes. 2-0. This guy has got 12 goals in 32 games, and they want to ban Haaland for him. Haaland has what? 50 goals in 45 games or something like that. But yeah, let's ban Haaland for this guy. Yeah, because he's got technical ability. No. Yeah, you know what I've come to realize? So many people think that players who have a low center of gravity have good technical ability, when they really don't. Like they just take more fine touches because they're smaller, right? But they don't have tech at all. But people think they've got tech because they don't know what they're looking at. Vallecano. Vallecano has just been comforted. Atletico outside of the big games, they treat small games like a friendly at this point. I think they're just shit, I'm gonna be honest. Do you think they are more boring to watch than Arsenal? Nah, they are more boring to watch than Arsenal. But they play in a league where a lot of teams try a lot more. So, there is that aspect, but... I mean, they got battered 4-0 by Arsenal. I mean, this is not a good ball. Ball to the far post, and it's 3-0! Oi! Oi, 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 oi. Atletico Madrid have been blasted up the moon. Yikes. Ay, 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 ay. They've been sent back to Auschwitz, bruv. That's how bad this game is. They've been sent straight to the 7th layer of hell, bro. Ay, 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 ay. Golazo! Yikes. Yikes, bro. Donde está Atletico Madrid? Hey. They tried their best. They tried their best. But, this ain't coming off, is it? Let me change the score. Let me change the score to 3-0. Where is it? Score. 3-0. There you go. Rangers 1-1, by the way. Nobody's catching up to Heart at the moment. How many points is Rangers behind? 1 second. How many points is Rangers behind? But they're playing Hearts. Oh! They're playing Hearts. I need Hearts to win this. Fuck that Celtic team. Fuck Celtic. Don't like them. Fuck the Scottish clubs in general. Except Hearts. I want Hearts to win the title to spite them. Goal Arsenal. They are 3-0 up. Lico is licking his lips. Bro, Lico is licking his lips watching this game, bro. He's gonna devour them. 3-0. Atletico. Your time is done, bro. Your time on this earth is well fucking done. If we just copied the game plan of Rayo Vallecano, maak these plots, bro. They're not gonna know what planet they came from. I have a prediction to make. I do not think that Atletico Madrid is coming. Wild prediction, I know. Absolutely preposterous prediction, I'm aware. Atletico just taking their time here. They've brought the ball down the left. Own goal from Wigan Athletic. Arsenal didn't even pull themselves, but it won't matter. Arsenal 4-0, 3-0 up then. 3-0 up. Arsenal is showing Man City how you should win these games right now. Arsenal is doing what Man City should have realistically done themselves. Like, we should have not been struggling that hard in our game. And don't forget, this same Atletico Madrid that got smashed up 4-0 by Arsenal. Now it's 4-0 for Arsenal as well. So this Atletico Madrid team is about the same strength as Wigan Athletic. But apparently, La Liga is better than the Premier League, guys. More technical ability. Guys. Shocking news, guys. These lots are shit. They don't got technique. They don't got technical ability. They're shit. Get that through your head, people. They don't got technical ability, bruv. They're shit. This ain't the technique league. This is the league for the fucking washed ass clubs and washed ass players. Atletico still can't score. Shot from distance? No. Ball down the right. It's chipped into the far post and cleared. Cleared this ball, dumbass. There you go. Now they've cleared it. La Liga has fallen off. Biblical fall off, bro. Biblical fall off of this league. Can't lie. That this league's fall off needs to be studied. If La Liga did not have Barcelona and Real Madrid, they would legit be so shit. Lopez in for Gumbau. Substitution of Vallecano. Atletico, ball down the left. You can tell Vallecano's intensity has dropped. They're comfy. They're not worried. They're gonna play out the game now. They're just gonna sit deep, play out the game. Feet up, heads down, just relaxing, you know, all that good stuff. I need to buy a mic stand. Because right now I have to hold my microphone manually, which is fucking annoying. I need to buy a mic stand. I don't know if any exist for a microphone like this. I think it should, because you can remove this part. Like, you can unscrew this part. of the microphone. So, theoretically speaking, there should exist a mic stand for this. It's also annoying with this fucking cord. I wish this cord was less annoying. I wish this cord was on top somehow. Like, on the bottom, it's very annoying. No? But how would you put it on top? I'm not sure. There's also some dirt on this. Like, there's just a little bit of dirt right on top of my microphone. Where is Griezmann? Washed, bro. This brother washed. This brother never won the league title, bro. Alexa, play Despacito for Griezmann. Bro never won La Liga. The one season he left Atletico. Atletico won the title. Actually so fucking sad, I can't lie. Imagine never winning the league title. Being so good and you never win the league title. Griezmann should just join Club Brugge. Whenever his contract expires, he should just go join Bruges. He'll win the league title. He'll best the league title. He'll score 20 goals in Belgian league. How old is Griezmann? He's 34. He'll be 35 by the end of the season. Birthday is in March. Atletico de Madrid's wages. There we go. Let's check out the wages of Atletico de Madrid. I'm more interested in Griezmann's contract when it expires. It doesn't expire yet. I don't want you when you're 36, mate. That's a year too long for me. Yeah, even though he claims he wants a molest. But do you think he actually wants the American sport? I think he'll go to I think bro will just go to Saudi. He'll just go to Saudi, bro. They look a bit amateur. Atletico? They're just washed. They're just washed, bro. It ain't that deep, they're just washed. I'm trying to attach this thing again. I took it off. There you go. Atletico is starting to bother me a bit. Free kick to Rayo after one of the players gets punched in the face. Successful hate watch. Biblical hate watch, bro. We're gonna eat these slots alive. Pause. PSV lost to Atletico Madrid's team. Don't worry about PSV. We are better than PSV. How many minutes of stoppage time will we be getting here? Guti, the Real Madrid fan, not the player, is Guti, the Real Madrid fan, not the player. The fan on Twitter, he's about to cook them in a bit. Big up to Guti, I suppose. This game is becoming a bit of a bore, I can't lie. Can't wait for it to end. Atletico has just been decimated. From beating Barcelona, belt to ass, to losing 3-0 next game to Rayo. Hey, it's the way it goes. It's the way game goes when you're shit. Yellow card for Rayo. For the Rayo play, should I say. Alvaro, the substitute. This has been a bit of a humiliation for Atletico, hasn't it? What has Atletico done in their last few games? Lost today, of course. Lost 1-0 to Real Betis and drew 0-0 to Levante. They won 2 games and then drew before that. They're not getting one back. They're so shit. I think this might end up 4-0. I can't even lie. Oi, Rails won the ball back. Rails going up the pitch. Why is this man walking offside? What are you doing, buddy? This striker shit. What you doing offside, bro? Bro was offside before this team even won the ball back, bruv. But then you're... how you should be in your own half. Bro, what are you doing? That is why I hate fucking shitty positioning from strikers. If he was properly positioned, you play one through ball, he's through. Boom. 1-on-1. But people don't get that about positioning. They think, or they don't see that and think, oh, this striker did a shit job. He just did a shit job, though. Back to snap back to reality. You know that Eminem song. Atletico players want off that pitch so bad. But all they never want to set foot on that pitch again, do they? They're like, please blow the final whistle, I want to get off. But yeah, literally, yeah. Atletico Madrid's just like, oh, it's not serious club anymore. Feel like I'm watching Vasco da Gama again. Aye. Full time. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. Okay? Absolute spanking. Spanking, bro. I'm talking belt to ass humiliation. Decimation. Extermination. Bro, they have been sent back to where they belong. Ay, Atletico Madrid. It's full time. Atletico Madrid is, I think Atletico Madrid is what you call finished. Finito. So, I'm not gonna stick around too much longer. Man of the match. That's a good one. I think, Paris was pretty good, in my opinion. I'm not sure who's man of the match for me. I'll give it to Fran Paris. I think the entire front three was good, but Fran Paris, maybe EC Palazon. Valentin was also solid, but I'll give it to Paris. Fran Paris, opening goal, set the tone. I'll give it to him. Proper good performance against this shitty Atletico team. We devoured, bro. We devoured. Hey. Jan Breidel is about to be a nightmare for this man. Again, it's not the first time we've won at Jan Breidel. We've beaten a much better Atleti before. Anyhow, I'll leave it there. Alfred, stick in here. I'm sending you guys over to Steve. Big up Strasbourg Steve. I'm sending you guys over to him. He's watching Rangers take belt to ass from Hearts. I say just as they equalize. Bad luck, I suppose. Anyhow, go over to Steve, show him lots of love, like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.